Hi, it's Saturday night, the 26th of December, and day 360 of my journey to business alignment. My living the dream experience for today was realizing once again how blessed I really am. It has happened many, many times throughout the year, but I felt it especially today after having a glorious Christmas week and Christmas Day yesterday with Kathleen. We certainly felt the spirit of the celebration of this whole entire month, and we were reminded of our many, many blessings. Just had to make that point. That is a living the dream experience. Here's my power statement for this morning. I'm going to keep working on finishing the tasks on my remaining task list until they're all done or until I run out of time for the day. Like every morning, I jumped right into doing my win the morning, win the day routine. After finishing it, I prepared and ate a simple breakfast, and then I went up to my office to do a few tasks before I got into watching a couple of football games today. I worked on my request to participate in a focus group campaign, at least as far as I could get it on what I remembered how to do this or that, and I decided I would leave it there until Monday. Like I said, there are several pieces to it, such as the form itself, the pop-up notice telling folks thank you for submitting their request, and a special tab or button link to a free podcast for doing it, and a few other pieces too that I want to include, including a short video that explains or instructs them on what happens next. Anyway, here's my to-do list that I had for Saturday. Right here. I got those done. Bam! Love doing that. My most important task for today was to continue setting up the thank you for submitting page that is part of that request to participate in the focus group form, as well as prepare the video, at least start to write the script for it. My fun task for today was to try and get the editing of all the thank you emails, and I noticed that there was a spelling thing, and then I started to change some of the wording and so forth. Anyhow, I got a lot of those to do because there's like 13 thank you pages that I got to correct that. This will take some time, and I hope I can get to doing some of those today. I'm not sure, depending on what number one and number two is, if I'll get that fun task done. But my exciting task for today was to be able to take some time today and watch a couple of football games, like I said, the New Orleans Saints, so forth. So here's my end of the day success routine questions, though. Get honest with yourself, Marty. What didn't go well today, or what could you have done better today? Did you wake up early and start strong? Check. Did you start your morning with power? Win the morning, win the day? Check. Cold blast, make the bed, win the morning, exercise. Were you productive throughout your day? Yes. Did you get the most important things done? I did. Did you move your goals forward? I did. Did you show up as the person you wanted to today? Well, it's been a great week. I had to. What about your personal time with Kat? We had the late afternoon, evening together, so absolutely. Next are my end of the day success routine accountability questions. Were you honest with yourself about today's task, Marty? In other words, did you keep your promises that you made to yourself this morning? Well, I promised myself this morning that I was going to spend a little time on the request to participate in the focus group campaign with all its steps. And I said there's a lot of them. I was able to do some of it, but I ran out of time, and so I will get back to it on Monday, like I said. The next question was, what movies did you watch during your mindfulness time today, Marty? Did you make time for them? And were there any new instant pre-play movies that were called up onto the screen of your mind? Well, I always watch my must-see TV favorite 5 movies, of course. My why, my vision, coaching, the interviews of business owners, and the mastermind Facebook Messenger discussion group, and I love that. And then I watched an instant preplay movie clip of my focus group campaign request form working like I imagined it would, though it was already here. It was exciting to see in my mind people clicking on the ad, on the YouTube ad, and coming to that form landing page and filling it out and then clicking on the button to get the free podcast. That was exciting. That's exactly how I imagined it. My next question says, what's the one thing that would make all the difference going forward? What one thing can I do better tomorrow? Even if the day goes sideways, getting it done, do you still feel like a success? Well, I will continue working on getting everything done that is on my master to-do list. I'm shrinking it, including the constant contact related tasks like the request form I'm talking about. Hopefully, by the end of this coming week. It will be the last day of the year on Thursday, and I was hoping to have everything finished by then, but we'll see. There's still a lot to do. I can't believe it, but I'm working on it and getting things done. The OP process, Entreport platform thing has been involved, and it slowed things down considerably, but I'm moving forward. I'm excited about it. Okay, my power statement for tomorrow is what I always have for my Sundays. Because it's a Sunday, I'm going to do everything I can to sharpen my saw and relax today. The next question of my end of the day success routine is to ask myself, were there any mistakes or failures that I can turn into a tool of success going forward? Well, there really wasn't a need to come up with a new tool of success due to having failed at something or using the OP system, because I didn't really do that today. I'm remembering a lot, and I will do a chat with Chase come early Monday to finish the request to participate form and all the focus group pieces to that campaign. And so I'm looking forward to having that chat with him and getting it finished. The next question is, what was your biggest success today, Marty? In other words, what did you do well today? Well, my biggest success for today was using the master list of tasks that still need to get done and reviewing it and using it to prioritize and get the things done so I can really smoothly work through it this coming week. Staying focused on that list and not letting myself get distracted is a big success for me. Because I'm staying focused on it, I'm getting a lot done, and it'll soon be check! Done! My next end of the day success routine question asked me to rate my day's effort. I decided to give today an 8. I worked at the speed of 10 for the first half of the day, and then I let myself take a break and watch some football. I want to enjoy a little bit of this holiday season. I could have decided to not do that today, but I felt that I needed the break, and so it took a little bit of time this morning, and then I took off the afternoon and evening. And so I decided to go ahead and ding myself, my effort, by 2 points. Okay, I want to end the day strong. Here's what I'm grateful for today. I'm grateful for the principle that says every person faces having to respond to both good and bad experiences. We all have them, according to our own rules, our beliefs about what has to happen in order for us to feel good about any experience. For some of us, we give ourselves the sensation of pain because our expectations are not met in any given moment. So our expectations rule that deal. This, of course, is determined by the contrast of beliefs and rules that we each have in place for ourselves. For most of us, our rules regarding what we think is valuable dictate that we covet things that are scarce instead of appreciate the miracles that are abounding us all around us every day. These principles lead to the next thing I'm grateful for, the law of miracles, which says, our experience with reality has nothing to do with reality. It's interpreted through the controlling force of our beliefs, specifically the rules we have about what has to happen in order for us to feel good, excited, or amazed at something. Failure to understand the rules of miracles and of our beliefs and the power they have can destroy any possibility of a lifetime of happiness. And here's why. So our goal should be to gain a full understanding of them and how to utilize them. When we do, we're able to transform our lives and to reach and experience this happiness we're talking about and that we seek. This leads me to the next thing I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for Coach B. Yep, that's me, who says this. The truth is that nothing has to happen in order for us to feel good or happy. There's no specific thing that has to happen. We don't need a big house to feel good. We don't need to go to where a full moon eclipse takes place to feel our lives to be alive and happy. We can feel good and happy right now, in the here and now, for absolutely no reason whatsoever. Take a moment and think about that. If you made $1 million, the $1 million doesn't give you any pleasure in and of itself. Are you kidding, you ask? No, I'm not kidding. It's your rules that tell you to be happy or to be sad about it. Your rules say, when I hit this mark financially, then I'll give myself permission to feel good about it. Then I can be happy. In that moment, when I decide it's okay to feel good and happy, you send yourself a message right to your brain to change responses in the muscles of your face, your chest, your body, to change your breathing and to change the biochemistry within your nervous system. In other words, your mapping. That causes you, yes, that allows you to feel the sensation we call pleasure and happiness. People who hold to the intense most rules about what has to happen before they feel good are the ones who have the worst time feeling good or happy. Those who have the big agendas about things usually find that their rules restrict them from feeling pleasure very easily. Those who don't have that much restrictive rules feel pleasure much quicker, more easily. That's the truth. When we structure our lives in a way where our happiness is dependent upon something we cannot control, then we will experience pain far more often and to a greater degree than we would if we were not so limiting in our thinking. Don't have such restrictive rules. I think we'll stop there. I'll be back here at my laptop sharing more feelings and thoughts on this subject, but until then, I wish you continued success. Good night.